Today, we're diving deep into the shadowy realms of mythology to uncover the story of one of the most formidable and fascinating beings in South Asian folklore. If you're a fan of epic tales, powerful demons, and mind-bending transformations, you're in for a treat. So, what exactly is a The word itself conjures images of fear and power. In ancient texts, they're often described as fearsome, demonic figures, forces of chaos that stand in opposition to the gods or divine. But their story is far more complex than just being simple villains. Let's peel back the layers and explore the true nature of these incredible creatures. The origins of Rakshasas are woven into the very fabric of Hindu cosmology. According to some legends, they were born from the breath of Brahma, the creator god, while he was asleep at the end of a cosmic age. Another popular story traces their lineage to the sage Philistia, one of the great mind-born sons of Brahma. This makes them, rather surprisingly, relatives of some of the most revered figures in the Hindu pantheon. For example, the great king of the Rakshasas, Ravana, was the grandson of Philistia, making him a distant cousin of Kubera, the god of wealth. This complex family tree immediately tells us that Rakshasas aren't just one-dimensional monsters. They possess a divine, albeit chaotic, heritage. Now, let's talk about what a Rakshasa looks like when they choose to reveal their true form. It's a sight to behold, and not in a good way. Imagine a creature of immense size, often with dark skin, glowing, malevolent eyes, and a pair of long, sharp fangs protruding from their mouths. Their hair is often wild and unkempt, and their voices are said to be like thunder. They are the stuff of nightmares, designed to inspire terror in the hearts of mortals and even gods. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. You might never see their true form. One of the most defining and dangerous abilities of a Rakshasa is their power of Maya, or illusion. They are master shapeshifters. This ability to change their form is central to their character. A Rakshasa can appear as a beautiful maiden to lure a lonely traveler, a wise old sage to offer misleading advice, or even an animal to blend into the forest. This makes them incredibly deceptive and unpredictable. They can infiltrate royal courts, sow discord among friends, and lead armies astray without anyone realizing who they truly are until it's too late. This talent for disguise is a key plot device in many ancient stories, creating suspense and highlighting the theme of appearance versus reality. You can never be sure if the person you're talking to is who they seem to be. Beyond their looks and powers of illusion, Rakshasas are known for their incredible strength and prowess in combat. Many are depicted as formidable warriors, skilled in wielding all sorts of weapons, from massive clubs and swords to divine astras or celestial weapons. They're not just mindless brutes. Many are highly intelligent and masters of military strategy. The most famous Rakshasa of all, Ravana, was not only a peerless warrior, but also a brilliant scholar, a devout follower of the god Shiva, and a master of the Vedas. His 10 heads are often interpreted as symbolizing his vast knowledge of the scriptures and sciences. This duality is what makes characters like Ravana so compelling. He is a villain, yes, but a villain with depth, intelligence, and even moments of nobility. Their diet is another notorious aspect of their lore. Rakshasas are often described as man-eaters, feasting on human flesh and drinking blood. They are known to haunt cremation grounds and battlefields, drawn to the carnage. This aspect emphasizes their role as disruptors of the natural order and threats to human society. They love to desecrate religious rituals, interrupt sacrifices, and generally cause as much chaos as possible. They represent the untamed, dangerous forces of nature and the darker aspects of existence. But again, it's not always so simple. While some Rakshasas are undeniably monstrous, others, like Vibhishana, Ravana's own brother, chose the path of righteousness and allied themselves with the forces of good. The epic Ramayana is perhaps the most famous text featuring Rik. It is essentially a grand narrative of the conflict between the forces of dharma, represented by the hero Rama, and adharma, embodied by the Rakshasa king Ravana abducts Rama's wife, Sita, and takes her to his golden kingdom of Lanka, setting the stage for a colossal war. This war isn't just a battle between two armies. It's a cosmic struggle between order and chaos, Good and evil. The Ramayana gives us a detailed look into Rakshasa society. Lanka is depicted as a city of incredible wealth and splendor, but it's a kingdom built on power and indulgence, ruled by a king whose pride ultimately leads to his downfall. The Mahabharata, another great Indian epic, also features Rakshasa. One of the most notable is Hidimba, a forest-dwelling Rakshasi, who falls in love with the Pandava prince. Initially, she is sent by her brother to capture the Pandavas for food, but upon seeing the powerful Bhima, she changes her form into that of a beautiful woman and professes her love. Bhima eventually marries her, and they have a son, Ghatotkacha, who becomes a powerful hero in his own right. Ghatotkacha is half human, half Rakshasa, and he plays a crucial role in the Kurukshetra war, using his inherited Rakshasa powers to aid the Pandava. This story beautifully illustrates that not all Rakshasas are inherently evil. Love, loyalty, and choice can lead them down a different path. As these stories spread with the expansion of Hinduism and Buddhism, the concept of the Rakshasa traveled across Asia. In Buddhist cosmology, Rakshasas are incorporated into the pantheon of supernatural beings. They are often seen as guardians of the faith, albeit fierce and terrifying ones. In some traditions, they are one of the 8 classes of non-human beings who are sworn to protect the Buddhist dharma. In Tibetan Buddhism, for example, many wrathful deities have Rakshasa-like features, symbolizing their power to destroy obstacles on the path to enlightenment. In countries like Thailand, Cambodia, and Indonesia, Rakshasas appear as giant, fanged statues guarding the entrances to temples, warding off evil spirits. Their image might be scary, but their function is protective. This evolution from purely demonic figures to complex characters and even fearsome protectors shows the incredible adaptability of mythology. The Rakshasa is not a static concept. It changes and evolves depending on the cultural context. In some stories, they represent the ultimate evil. In others, they are tragic figures, driven by pride or desire. And in still others, they become unlikely heroes or guardians. This complexity is what has allowed the Rakshasa to remain such a compelling figure for thousands of years. They remind us that the line between good and evil is often blurry, and that even the most terrifying monsters can have a surprisingly human side. Today, the influence of Rakshasas can be seen everywhere, from literature and film to modern video games and fantasy art. They have become archetypal figures of immense power and chaotic energy. Whenever a story needs a formidable, intelligent, and shape-shifting antagonist, the Rakshasa provides a perfect template. They are more than just monsters. They are a reflection of our own struggles with our darker impulses with pride, desire, and anger. The Talis of Ravana, Hidimba, and Ghatotkacha are timeless because they explore these universal human themes through the lens of epic fantasy. So, the next time you see a fearsome, fanged demon in a movie or read about a shape-shifting monster in a book, think of the rich and ancient history of the Rakshasa. Remember their divine origins, their mastery of illusion, their incredible strength, and their complex moralities. They are a powerful reminder that in the world of mythology, things are rarely as they seem, and even the most terrifying of creatures can hold a mirror up to our own humanity. What's your favorite story involving a Rakshasa? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the world of myths and legends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. Until next time, stay curious.